And good morning, people. Welcome back to Jade Cocoon 2. A forest, the last one, 6th tier, dust up. Hopefully we should get through to the end today. I can't see any reason why not. Spiral is level 13, which is coming along quite nicely. 12, 9, yeah, I can't see any reason why we won't reach dust up 7 today. Of course, we do have monsters to beat, ogre vines to see, and any combat that we have at the key spore room. And this seems... oh, didn't see you at all. I was going to say it seems very, very sparse. But yeah, we've got more mushes. These aren't really anything to be scared of. So I'm just going to go through this. I'm still looking for at least one. One seed beast, which is either going to turn up in this one or the next forest. It won't turn up in 7 because 7 is something different. I feel like there's one more I'm missing though. I'm not sure which one it is. I definitely know the one that I am thinking of is the one that I know of is Mitria. It's just I feel there's one more that I'm forgetting. But as I said, these ones aren't exactly dangerous. Yeah, they hit me once with a normal attack, but save up is just easily telegraphed. If I wanted to, I could probably, and if they were fast enough, I would probably put them to sleep. But, yeah, not needed. So we do have mushes. What else do we have roaming around? Oh, hello there. You're not exactly the one I was looking for. But apparently Ragolina is a part of this area. And that's all you have. Really? If this was to be dangerous, they would come with some sort of hitter. Any hitter would probably do as long as it doesn't explode. Because explode is set damage. And there's plenty to choose from. We've seen mix and match from other forests already, so it could have been one of the Oggs, one of the hitting Oggs. It could have been the Scoutchoos from the Wind Forest. This just seems like a waste of a formation. So one more turn and we'll be done. There should be likely one more formation, likely with the mushes, I would assume. But because we have a different style of beast that's roaming around, I'm not expecting the one that has Mitria in this forest. It's likely the next one. Apparently they've got Samakilna in this forest. This bug does not have an Earth variant. Free wind bugs in the Earth forest. Okay, this pretty much as odd as the free froggies in the last island. At least they're using their attack. I think that's the first time we've seen one of these bugs actually use Samakilna. They didn't use it when they were paired with the Ruggle Chews. They didn't use it in the Wind Forest. I don't remember it happening, but they use it in the Earth Forest. Go figure. I don't think they're going to survive one round of attacks, actually. Because bugs are notoriously low HP. Yeah, 400 will do it, and oh, I suppose they will survive a little bit. They've got around, from what I hit, my Gara hit there, roughly around 300 HP. Suppose it's not bad, but I can get through it. So that's 3 formations, and we do have more. So maybe that is it. Let me go round and have a check, and well, if I find anything different, I'll point them out. Strangely enough, there's not a whole lot here. There was a couple of each formation, and that's it. So there was 7 fights total. There was 3 sets of the Samakilna bugs and 2 of the other formations, which really isn't a whole lot. So I suppose we'll find out what's happening in the other ogre vines. Pretty much it all boils down to what's in the key spore room, because that seems to be the place where the action really happens, with a beast hunter fight or possibly a bit of interaction with one of the NPCs. And another shop.
This is an unusual place. Wanna buy anything?
First, well, you can have my gems that I just picked up. And tempting to buy one. There's some fairly good books here actually. The Full Heal books are definitely nice to see. I've got 2 in the warehouse. Inciting books are very nice. Steel Wall books are helpful in situations. Spineless book isn't exactly bad. And if you need some emergency healing, these are available.
Thank you.
At least it's not paraphernalia. We've seen enough of that going around. Brilliant gem. I think this one's another item. Oh no, this is the key sport room which has nothing in. Okay, so yeah, the action didn't turn up. That's a bit unfortunate actually. I was actually hoping something would happen here. Oh well, let's move on. No Seed Beast, but we still got Dust Up 6. So what's around here? I'm expecting more mush, but I'm expecting another beast to be roaming around. Yeah, there's the mush. There's another 2 mushes. Okay, well, let's get started. Anything interesting with the mush? Well, it's a Ganuba. I suppose it's extra. I don't think it's going to make a whole lot of difference though. Especially when it's asleep. Aha, there you are. Yeah. Say hello to this funny looking thing. Strangely enough, it's got its watercolouring on. But this is a Mal. This, as long as it's really just miscoloured, this is our Mitria beast. Being males, they will probably be quicker than me, so I do have to deal with that. But this is eventually what the Kamatok will turn into. Personally, I think it's the worst looking beast in the entire game. But that's just me. Some others may like it. Since they're asleep though, we shouldn't have too much problem, and they didn't use Mitria to start off with. And there goes my controller. So looks like I am fine with this combat. It also depends if it is the Earth version. They might have just added the water version instead, and the water version actually doesn't have a seed beast, so it doesn't have any skills available for it. But the oh, hello, there's another lot. There should be the seed beast for Mitria somewhere in here, so I need to go and find that. Must admit, this is actually a very large area with lots of fights. Sure, they're pretty much all mush, with the occasional Mao. I fought 3 sets of Maos and the rest were all mushes, either 2 mushes or 2 mushes and a Ganuba. But it's not too bad. 2,000 experience for the 2 mush and Ganuba. You need to get here, I suppose, but if you're trying to make money as well as get some experience, the Earth Forest is usually the place to be, just because of the brilliant gems that you can pick up, even though that one was a lovely gem. There is something special, because this is the 6th island of the final tier of forest. There is something special in the key spore room. I'm hoping it'll be the last Ogrevine I go into, but considering I don't know where it is, I can't guarantee that. I would like to find the Mao Seed Beast first, if I can. So we're just going to go in. And, well, looks like we found it.
Fight?
Yeah, I suppose we could fight. So this is the hoo-ha. Yeah, I still say this is the worst looking Mao. It does come with Mitria, which is fairly good. I'm not going to deny that Mitria is bad. It isn't. However, it does come with a slight detriment that you might want to keep in consideration. It's very very situational. Let's actually get the words out of my mouth. But it is there. I'm actually going to use this fight to make sure I have full MP and full HP, because overall, even though it has Mitria, it can't really hurt me, because it's its only skill. Yeah, let's refresh that. And that should be enough to just take it on. Unless it wakes up, of course, which it didn't. It's a male. It's not really that strong in defences. The Cambertop line is a little bit stronger, has a little bit more HP. But I had both attack up and defense down. Attack up on me on defense down on it. It wasn't going to survive. So that's the hoo-ha. When we get back, we'll have a look at it. Do I have a Mel's Elixir? I don't. I do have a... I would like a Mel's Elixir because of Grace. Just Grace. She uses up a lot of MP with... Thank you. With Sadoon. So that's sort of why I want that. And this pretty much guarantees I have my full capabilities when I actually get into the fight. So until then, well, let's pick up some items. It could happen in any of these things, and well, you'll see what happens when we get in there. Speaking of which, no introduction, just straight into the fight. Yeah, it's the Amorg. For some reason, we're fighting the first boss again. This is what, the third time we've fought it? First in the first set of forests, second in the dark forest, and now again. It's a bit odd that we're doing this. The Amorg, though, is, let's face it, very, very... At least its old interactions were not exactly great. Its skills weren't good. It does have a lot more health. It does have a lot more defenses, and I believe this one has a couple of extra skills. But really, we know exactly what this is capable of. High defense, okay-ish attack. Slow as dirt. So let's put it back to sleep. Lower its defenses, raise my attack, and do another round of hits. I think the only thing you really need to look out for on this thing is its high spirits. If it keeps doing high spirits, then you might have a bit of trouble. But my plan right now is just to do this. Put it to sleep, up my attack, attack. Put it to sleep, up my attack, attack. I don't need anything for the final island. I honestly don't. You'll see why when I get there. So I can waste away pretty much all of my MP if I need to. It'll probably take 2 more turns. If I get it low enough, I'll just do another attack. And yeah, I think it's low enough just to finish it off. And there we go. So yeah, first off, Earth Boss again, the Amorg. Does give 24,000 experience, which is extremely nice. Level 17 for Spiral. That's your fourth merge, isn't it? Yes, I think we are going to merge you when we get home. But Gara Leaf, Amazon Eye, and another Gara Leaf, and of course the Key Spore. Toughens Gara weaknesses. Strength went up by 6. Yes, please, on Blade, who is pretty much a full-out attacker. Still not as much strength as my Dogular Mace. However, Blade actually still needs an involvement. We're still waiting on that. Didn't realise the Dogular's wisdom was so high. Not that I'm going to use that stat, it's using its attack stat for a reason. But yeah, that's what happens in the 6th island of the forest. We'll be facing a boss. I'm pretty sure it's the first island's boss all over again. And I'm not sure if it comes back when you come back here. I guess that's something we're going to find out, because I will still be coming to the Earth Forest. I do want as much money as possible, and this is the place to be. Because the most common item you pick up are gems. The Fire Forest isn't too bad as well, because you are getting the Ruby Roses, or Ruby Flames, which are 4,000, so yeah. And really the Wind Forest isn't bad either, because you can transform the Hide Spores, which I didn't know about, into 4,000 gems using the Wind flower, Merging Flower. So the Water Forest is probably the least profitable out of the 3. But you can pick up some nice healing books there, which might be useful for going around the other forests. But anyways, let's head into the last island. There's no need to really do anything for this island, and you'll see when we get there the reason.
I don't think there is another gate for going any deeper.
So is this the deepest part of the forest? Huh? What's that? What? This is...
I feel the power of the forest. This is...
A new orb is here! Wow!
The Earth Duel. We can now enter a 2 sides only tournament. This is why you still need to do all the forests. You don't have access to all the arena battles yet. Each forest will open up a new tournament. So you need to do the forests to make sure you have everything available to you. Each forest will do a different tournament. This one is the two sides only. The fire one will do something different. The wind was another one, and the water another one. So yes, this is the result of going through the tiers of the forest. If you want to do everything in the game, you need to do this. But as I said, this is the last area of the forest. There is no going further. There's no map. There's no ogre vines. There's no princess vines. There's just the orb. Or the earth gem. I believe it's a valuable. Yeah, the earth jewel. Crystallized forest power. Not yet an orb. So we've picked it up before it is an orb. Maybe this stops the next set of the chosen one of light versus the chosen one of darkness. Maybe it delays it a little bit because we've taken it. Suppose that's a possibility. But we are done with really exploring the Earth Forest. I will be going back there for money. I do need to pick up more interactions with the beast hunters in there because I need medals. The Gara medals and the Leaf medals. I believe I'm still on 4 and 5 of them. Yeah, I've got 5 Gara medals and only 4 Leaf medals, so I've still got another 7 medals to pick up in there. So I do need to go back at some point. How close is Spiral to level? 1000 experience away. I'm actually going to go and get that quick because level 18 is slightly better than level 17, and then we're going to merge Spiral, and I think we're done for this part. Chewy after the next forest should be merged again as well. Should be level 16 roughly, if things go correct. Everyone else I still need a few more levels before I can do their 6th merge, which would be helpful. But yeah, give me a moment, I'm just going to get that last bit of experience. And you can bet your life, because I went to the Earth Forest, I picked up a couple of brilliant gems along the way. Because money. Let's go and do this
Hello. How are you doing?
merge and show the beasts I picked up. So, Trinoculus Fossa Magna does come with Blind X. Causes blindness to be complete. I believe what that does is that if you are blinded, you will never hit. You have a 0% chance of hitting instead of 50%. So there is that very big detriment to Fossa Magna if you want to use it. Blind does only come from wind beasts. Saskand, well, wind attacks, Saskand and dark, the dark version of the attacks. So it is situational. However, you could probably do better with something a little bit better. Fossa Magna doesn't really need a whole lot though. Like I said when I picked it up, put it on a fast wing put it on a fast beast, and you will likely never miss with it anyway, except with blind, of course. So there are still uses. It isn't affected by your strength. It's really only affected by you actually hitting. So there are plenty of uses if you want to try it. Mitria, for the hoo-ha, comes with Poison X. Again, it's a situational thing. Causes extra damage from poison. I believe it does an additional 50%. So if you get hit by Poison Storm, instead of having 30 damage per turn, you'll be taking 45. It might be 100%, so it's 60 damage. I'm not entirely certain which one it is. I believe it's a 50% one though, so... Again, it all depends on how well you see yourself getting hit by poison, and how much you want to use the Mitria ability. It does up all parameters: defense, attack, speed. I believe it's not as much as Ramakite, Ragolina and Lapiate. I believe it's the B versions that it will copy the stat increases of, so it's 75% instead of 100. But it does do all three, so it's not too bad on that front. The other thing you need to worry about, or you know about, is that Mitria will not will overwrite the higher versions if it is used last. So if you use Ramakite and then Mitria will take precedence because it was the last one cast. So instead of getting the 100% from Ramakite, you will get the 75% from Mitria. So that is something to be aware of. If you're going to use Mitria, use it on its own. But Spiral. Chewie does have Ramakite. However, Spiral is going to be receiving it as well. This should give me the 3 points needed for the to get fully evolved. Should. The does mean I'm going to have Ramakite on two beasts on the same line. It's something I can't avoid, unfortunately, at this moment in time. So yeah, that's the thing. However, once I get the merge for Chewie, Chewie will be using Baryon instead of Ramakite. So that is where the change was, and it's just one forest journey away, really. So I'm okay for using Ramakite on two beasts this one time. The reason I've chosen the Ramakite is Spirit Up 3. Just to increase the defences of Spiral a little bit more. I could go offensive like, but I really don't want to do it outside of my Earth line. Outside of my Fire line, sorry. And when it comes down to it later on, it won't be using Ramakite as much because it'll be on the middle water line of the formation. So let's do that. Spiral 4. I actually need to check Oasis. If that has Baryon, I might just switch Spiral and Oasis over. Let's check that actually. No, you have Ramakite as well, so really whichever way that happens, I am dealing with 2 sets of Ramakite. That's okay. Spiral, you are now a fully evolved beast. With some fair defences. Not amazing, this is still water. Water beasts don't get high vitality or spirit usually. That's sort of why I wanted to up them. But I think everything is coming along quite nicely. Good, you are all, these 2 out of 2s are all level 20. I just need to evolve those and they will be ready for what is their part in the game. Everything else, level 20 as well, I need to do a load of merges for them. I've got a lot of money to use up. And the 6 merge team, almost 15. They won't be getting merged again. They don't need it. It's mostly this group down here. But we'll deal with that off screen because you don't need to see everything that I'm going to do. Only the results, really.
Thank you for coming. May the children of the wood be blessed by Elrim.
And probably what they're actually going to be used for. But I'm going to offload. I'm going to prepare myself for the next forest. I don't know if it's going to be water or fire yet. I'll have a decision by the time I get into the next part. And we'll see what happens. So until then, have a wonderful day. Have lots of fun. Goodbye.